Instagram.
At the operation.
Yeah, looks like one thing.
One man show. Oh, come on, where'd it go? Korobana.
पिताजी शुक्र करा तुसी आ गए सांभर फिक्र हो गई सी और तक की दशा ਅੱਜ ਬੜਾ ਖੱਟਰ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਨੂੰ ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ ਕਿਹਾ ਵੀ ਐਨਕਾਂ ਲਵਾ ਦੇ ਅੱਜ ਪਾਸ਼ ਦਾ ਨੰਬਰ ਦੀ ਪੜ ਹੋਇਆ ਗਲਤ ਪਾਸ਼ ਫੜ ਕੇ ਸਾਰੀ ਕੈਲਗਰੀ ਦਾ ਛੱਡਾ ਲਾ ਕੇ ਮਜ਼ਾ ਹੀ ਕਰ ਗਿਆ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਚਲੋ ਚੋਇਸ ऑप्टिकल ਦੀ
आपने बोला उड़ गया वो
क्या हुआ?
मैं खरीदनी है नहीं क्लासेस चॉइस ऑप्टिकल वाले
Okay, I'll do it after. Chalo, so we'll start. I'll do it after.
चॉइस ऑप्टिकल तो ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅਰਮਾਨੀ
Deep Megani. जी हाँ, वेलकम बैक टू सलाम नमस्ते कैलगरी गाइस। मैं आपको होस्ट जलाल की खिदमत में हाजिर। ऑफ कोर्स आज का जो स्पेशल शो है ऑन द बर्थडे ऑफ द हिज हाइनेस द आगा खान हाजिमान। नाउ वी हैव अ वेरी स्पेशल गेस्ट्स हियर फ्रॉम द स्माइली बॉल हॉकी टीम who won the Smiley Ball Hockey Tournament on Saturday. They call themselves the Legends. And of course, Salma ji, we'll start with my co-host, Salma ji.
Yeah.
Salma ji, so far so good.
Yeah, I hope आप लोगों को हमारा पिछला सेगमेंट अच्छा लगा होगा। दो आर्टिस्ट आए थे और तंजील ने बहुत ही खूबसूरत नादे।
That was beautiful.
That was really nice
Beautiful.
without any instruments or
Yeah,
anything. And she sang so well. और Zafir आए थे, he's into acting and into commercials, into so many things. So those were other kind of artists. But these, the one you see on the screen in the red T-shirt, they are also artists, but they are like sports artists. So we'll be talking to them and say हम बात करेंगे और we'll be talking in English mostly because they don't speak Hindi or Urdu. I'll say a little about them in Urdu in between if time permits. So let's talk about them and welcome to our show, all three of you. You are here for the first time?
Yes, we are.
Right? On three
Yes,
of you. That's very good, very good. What an occasion. Like we are doing special on Hazimam's birthday and it's so nice to have you and I heard that he announced that you just won the tournament on Saturday, so it's really nice. So tell us something about yourself and about how this.
Yeah, we'll start individually.
Yeah.
Who?
So yeah.
Okay,
so,
he's Ronil,
Ron.
Alami, and Tamis.
Samis, yeah.
So we'll start with Ronil.
Yeah.
But you have an English name though.
Yeah, so it's Ronel is a Hindu name, so it sort of ties into the show a bit, but that's as far as it goes. I go by Ron Shipji. Been playing, gosh, hockey in this particular league close to 30 years. So
30 years?
Yeah,
Wow,
it's
nice.
crazy to say that I did so. But yeah, just been in Calgary a long time, and I think that's all safe for now.
Yeah. So do you only play ball hockey or do you play anything else?
That is correct. I never got into ice hockey.
Okay.
I wish I did, but just never got into it. And ball hockey and arena hockey and street hockey was what I grew up with.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So nice. So
Then,
Alami. Yeah.
Yes, Alami.
Yes, hi. Very similar to Rono. I grew up playing hockey as well. Actually, my first sport was football. I used to play tackle
American football or soccer?
American football
Okay.
and soccer.
Okay.
And the real football. And,
Uh-huh.
one of the legends, one of the original legends, Mo Gina, saw me playing football and really liked my physicality of the game, and he asked me to come play hockey for him. He wanted me to hit some of his players, to open ice body checks. So I thought I brought that into the game a little bit. And I've been playing hockey since I was 8 years old, and here I am at the age of 44, still going.
Oh, nice.
Still got a few more years left.
Yeah, and you know about Alamin, like we were together in Jubilee Games.
Jubilee.
In Dubai, that's
Yeah,
right.
in Dubai, and he was one of our, you can say, leader. Yeah, like he was a lead, one of the lead.
You wanna?
Yes, I worked very well with Seifa. We worked together.
Saifa,
Yeah.
Yes, that's
And
correct.
I think she was
Saifa
on the show as well.
Yes, she was on a TV show. Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
she was
yes,
on
yes.
a TV show.
So we all got you, like we all covered, from every angle, And of course, Tamiz, he's been here before, and one
Yes,
of the
I've
biggest
been here.
Flames fan.
Yes.
Yes.
For sure.
And he's a goalie.
I'm the goalie on the team.
Yeah.
Never was into physical fitness. I thought being a goalie is better. But my story is very similar to these two guys. I call my brothers because they are. I've known them for how many years? 35, 40 years, these guys. And we all grew up together playing hockey at such a young age.
Mhm.
And it's so fitting that we're talking about with Aga Khan birthday because
That's right.
he is our not only spiritual leader, he's our inspiration. And he's
True.
always talking about being together as
Yes.
one global
One Jamaat.
So unbeknownst to us so many years ago, we were able to form this group together
Uh-huh.
and see it come now where we're in our 40s
Yeah.
and we're still playing.
It's
Yeah,
so cool, yeah.
nice.
And I lived in Edmonton, don't blame me for that, I had no choice. But
This is probably the last time on the show.
still a Flames fan. And in Edmonton, it's the same thing with our Ismailis there about being together, playing sports together.
Uh,
So it's an honor to be part of something so special.
That's right.
That's right.
Because you will remember this, this forever. I know.
Absolutely.
So you won't forget this thing. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Especially now you are here, you will remember forever.
That's it.
That's a done deal for
Toss
us.
it off, yeah.
This is the way to
You know,
celebrate.
he makes sure that he has to say that so that even if you trying to forget, you will not.
So
forget.
yeah, ऐसा हो नहीं सकता मैं तुम्हें भूलने दूँ. No, I know it's all enough fun. So Ronin, of course, so you are. I mean, you've been playing for 30 years. You are one of the co-captain. So what about these legends? So who that was your idea or someone else?
I think this particular idea in terms of forming a team in the Ismaili Hockey League came between Al and I.
Mhm.
But I'd probably go back about a year and a half.
Okay.
Just playing some pickup hockey and at Vivo in the north here, and
Yeah.
we're just playing with some let's say different nationalities and such. And
Right.
one particular game, it was myself, my brother, and a couple of other friends that I grew up with, and so,
Mhm.
just by chance. And
Okay.
this is kind of nice.
Yeah.
We should play more often. We should get together.
Good.
And I will have to give credit to a friend named Faisal Karmali who sort of built off that. What I did was
Faisal Karmali from.
Popovich Karmali.
Popovich
Yeah, he was on our
Karmali.
show as well.
Yes,
He
yes.
was.
I'll
Yeah.
plug that for a second as
Yes.
well.
yes.
But
No, I had to say that.
but what ended up happening, I started getting pickup hockey going with friends like Alamin and Thomas and others, and got it going. And then Faisal started doing some tournaments last year. He held two
okay.
tournaments, which involved Edmonton, first time around, and then this summer it was Edmonton and Vancouver. So Faisal has done a lot of like national or
Oh, nice.
regional tournaments, so I
Okay.
have to give credit to Faisal on that.
Mhm.
And then this fall, Alamin said, Ron, let's put in a team.
Mhm.
Let's put in a team the way, same thing that we've been building on for pickup hockey. And the league was quite kind to say, hey, we needed a larger roster being older,
Yeah.
and so they allowed us that. So we did that, and we had like an average score. We were like 3-3 or 4-4 in the season, but in the playoffs things worked out well.
Okay.
Maybe Alamin can talk
Yeah,
about
yeah.
that.
So why the name Legend?
Well, okay, so the name Legends came from the group that we formed. Were really players from different teams in IHL as we were growing up.
Okay.
And we said, you know what? The best name that suits us is we're the legends of this league.
Yeah.
That's right.
Let's call ourselves the legends.
Yeah.
Let's show these kids how we play hockey.
Yeah.
And just stepping back, kind of giving you a little history of IHL.
Yes.
IHL to us was everything when we were growing up.
So it's been here for a long time.
It's
It's
the
been-
30th year anniversary
Wow.
this year.
Whoa.
But we were kids and we'd play on Friday nights. And I'm not kidding you, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday,
Yeah.
we look forward to Friday.
Is there a
On Friday, we get together, we play hockey.
Yeah.
It's a positive energy for us.
Yeah.
We're not on the streets,
Yeah.
creating trouble. We're
Yeah.
inside in a good environment.
Yes.
That was provided by our council, thanks to Mola.
Yes.
And it was an opportunity for us to get together and play, compete against ourselves in Calgary, against people in Edmonton.
He was in Edmonton then.
Who we beat often. We beat often.
I have to check the scores.
So Ronald and I talked, and Ronald's been playing in this league the last few years. I think his brother Arif's played in this league as well. I've played in the league as well, and it wasn't the same. My feel was that this league needed a little bit of a boost, and Ronald and I talked and said, you know what? Let's get some of our legends people involved. Let's see if we can put together a team. We can go out there, play, compete, but as well we can show these kids this is what we meant when we started this league. And to top it off, winning the league and winning this trophy and bringing it home means a lot to all of us. I remember when we won on Saturday, there was a couple of individuals that were crying because it meant a lot.
Is that right? Wow.
Like I hadn't touched that cup since I was 16 years old.
So this was your first time? Or you won?
Since I was 16 years old, this is the first time
Oh
I've
my
won
God.
this trophy.
Oh.
And the individual that we played with us, Jamal Hirji, we were on that same team when we won it. And that was in 1991-92.
Wow.
We won it together and we won it again all these years later.
Well, that's
So
a
it
Stanley
was-
Cup for us, eh?
It was.
Yeah,
Yes.
it is like Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
If I could add about Jamil is he gets props for two things. First of all, the fact that he won with us.
Yeah.
He actually, his name is on the trophy the first year that it was given. So 1988. It's now 2018.
Wow.
So 30 years.
30
So
years.
that's quite a run. And also on top of that, he's 50 years old.
Wow.
Wow.
So he was the oldest player on the field, or in the arena. So I want to give props to that. And we're in our 40s, but to have a 50-year-old play with us, and we enjoy playing with all of us. I want to give credit to Jamal for playing at that level. So
Great, yeah, isn't it something? So how do you choose people in your team? Like, do they have to go through some drill, or how do you, like now you will be choosing more and more people, so how do you do that?
To be honest, we opened it up to anyone that wanted to play, but we wanted a cutoff at 40. We thought 40 was appropriate, not trying to age ourselves, but and these are the individuals that stepped up and said, hey, you know what, we want to do this, we want to play. And we put together a team. I think we had a roster close to 20.
15, 17, 19 maybe. Let's
Yeah.
say, 19.
So we had a roster of 19 players. A regular IHL roster had about 13, maybe 14 players. But for us, being over 40, playing with kids that are 16, 18, 19, we needed 3 lines. For us to play
that's
against
right.
these kids
Kids,
that have better stamina, they're faster, they're better athletes, we needed 3 lines,
Wow.
which is why the big roster.
Okay, so Tamis, did you, of course, you won with the Calgary team. What about Edmonton team when you were in Edmonton?
Well, a similar story to Calgary in that we had, here we have IHL, in Edmonton is IBHL,
Which is?
Ismaili Ball Hockey League.
Okay.
And we played the same Friday nights. Same thing Alamin just said. Once our game was over on Friday night, the rest of the week it didn't exist. We couldn't wait for the next Friday.
Oh, nice.
And Edmonton grew where we had kids, midgets, at the age of 5 would start playing on weekends. And we would train them and mentor them. And then we
Nice.
built a masters league in Edmonton where we had guys who were in their early 60s. So in Edmonton, we literally had a gap from 5 years old up to 60. And same sort of thing. We would have a league, we'd play against each other. When the league was finished, we would join into the Edmonton Ball Hockey League and play externally against other teams to help see where we were in terms of our hockey development. And that really helped us not only play competitive at another level, but it also exposed us to other communities.
Of course.
And we gained friendship and it helped us in our individual lives, networking, and then of course to play at a competitive level. So that was very nice opportunity that we had there in Edmonton, and I'm sure Vancouver is the same similar thing. And I think that the key here is being legends and coming back. We wanted to show the kids really how you can form a team on the floor, but also afterwards,
Yeah.
how you
That's
can
right.
be together as a community
Yeah,
and have that build for years to come.
You're right.
That's the only reason why we were able to come back together is because we remained close-knit friends
yeah.
from events like
Yeah,
this.
of
It
course,
really,
of course.
really helped bond, put a bond together
Yeah,
for us.
that's you're wonderful. So were you surprised when you won, or it was like you knew like you guys will win? Like, were you surprised?
I
Like,
felt
what was your what was the feeling when you started?
I felt that we had a good team. I think on the game day we had a really good roster. We had 17 players and each line contributed, and I felt we could do it. And we had a solid goalie in net. But we had tough competition. The young kids are talented.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I think they have a lot more structure where they play ice hockey and there's drills and maybe nutrition and stuff that we never really dealt with. But I felt there was good competition. But just as Elemen said, I was like, we worked together and we found a way. And it was just that team chemistry that's developed over 10, 20, 30 years with some players just came through on that particular day. So it's more gratefulness rather than being like an ego or an expectation. We're just grateful that we won, and we won with the number of players that we've grown up playing with.
True. I mean that's the fun part.
Yeah.
It certainly
That's-
was, yeah.
So who do you think the team you are most scared of?
So I think the team we beat
Yeah.
was the team to beat. And,
Yeah.
and we knew that going in, that
Yeah.
if we were going to win this championship, we'd
Yeah.
have to go through that team.
Yeah.
I had zero doubt in my mind we were going to win.
Okay.
And that's just, I guess, experience and,
Yeah.
and my trust for the players on the team. I knew when the game was on the line, I can count on most of these players.
Yeah.
Like starting from our goaltender at the miss,
Yeah.
solid. Nothing got by him. Ronald, when I saw Ronald play that last game, it reminded me of watching him when we were teenagers.
Oh,
right?
nice.
Just everything on the line, blocking all shots, zero doubt that we were gonna win this game.
Is that
It was just destiny. We were meant to win this game, and we came out and we won.
Yeah. Wow. And if Professor Kamal is watching too.
That's good.
Yeah, who cares about Edmonton?
Actually, funny story.
Yeah.
Gomez moved here from Edmonton.
Yeah.
Because in Edmonton, like I stated, they didn't win much. Like, we beat them a lot. So he wanted to be on the winning side. So that's why he moved here. Right? Tell him the truth.
Yeah, you were the right choice.
Yeah, Calgary's always been home for me. We won a fair number of tournaments in Edmonton. If they're watching, they should speak up. But we did win a fair amount. But I think we became really good friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Competitive, yes, but at the end, the respect we had for each other outweighed anything. And that's what I was referring to about showing these young kids about the larger picture. Yes, we won, but there was a bigger lesson to be taught.
Yeah, and like you're talking about the games, and of course, you were involved in Jubilee games as well. Now the Haziman thinking is changing. You can tell Jubilee game, Jubilee music is coming now.
Correct.
So where are we moving? Of course, you've been a legends now, so it's our job, all of us, to teach the younger generation what to get in, either sports or art or anything. So what do you say about it?
So I think it's very important for us to encourage our kids and the younger generations to express themselves. That could be through art, through sports, through whatever means that they feel confident in expressing themselves. And we need to encourage that. Our generation, I think, has done a good job with our kids to let them express themselves. Taking my kids, for example, they should be sleeping, but if they're not, go to sleep. Ayan and Kyle, they play hockey, they play soccer, they're great in arts, and they're constantly saying, Dad, what do you think I should do? And I'm like, you know what? Wherever your heart takes you, do it. Do it right. Be the best at what you can be, but follow your heart.
That's right.
Well said.
So while we were in Lisbon, they were talking about this Jubilee games and Jubilee art and all. So what do you think? In how many years should we have Jubilee sports or Jubilee games or So what do you think? They were thinking about in 2 or 3 years. So what do you think that would be good to have it there?
I think it's
Yeah.
great. I had a wonderful opportunity to be part of
Yeah.
that. And it was an opportunity for the global Jamaat to get
To get
together
together.
and compete. Kind of
Yeah.
like what we're talking about, this
Yeah.
Legends.
Yeah.
It was whoever was good at whatever sport they were involved in,
Yeah,
they got a chance to compete at a global level. They got to meet people,
that is so
build
important.
friendships
Yeah.
for
Yes,
life.
yes, no
And,
doubt.
and this is, and Jubilee Games is not just going to be Jubilee Games.
No.
They talked about having a winter sport
Yeah.
component as well. And I know that our community is working towards winter sports as early as this year.
Oh,
To
nice.
start playing ice hockey, downhill skiing, bobsledding. There's a lot of stuff that
Mhm,
we're trying to integrate and try to involve,
Mhm.
get our youth involved.
mhm.
And I think we're going in the right direction.
Good,
Yeah.
So do you know, because you're being a hockey fan as well, do you know like any of our Smiley like he's into ice hockey, like going towards let's say the Hickman or
Well,
to
there
play
is
hockey.
in Edmonton.
Is there?
There's one young man who I'm a fan of, Zafir Rauji.
Zafir Lodge,
Yeah, he's
okay.
Farzeen Rauji's son, and he's playing for I believe I might be wrong, but Spruce Grove,
Okay.
which is in the Alberta Junior Hockey League.
Okay.
My one cousin, a long time ago, Shenif Punja, used to play for Notre Dame Hounds.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
And I don't know much more than that.
but like we don't hear any names yet. Like
Yeah,
in Calgary.
that's right.
We
The one
have
who-
a really good young core of kids coming up,
Mhm,
Yeah.
especially in ice hockey.
mhm,
I'm exposed to that because both my kids play ice hockey.
mhm.
Okay.
We have about, I would say, 2 or 3 individuals that really have a good shot.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Let's
they have a
hope.
really good
Yeah,
shot
let's
at least a
hope, yeah.
college scholarship, and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
who knows what happens
Yeah.
after
yeah. Exactly.
That's right. That's right.
So
But on our Edmonton team, we had a couple of guys who actually made it to the NHL who were on our
Ooh.
ball hockey team. One was Blair Betts. He was
Where-
actually-
okay.
He was actually drafted by the Flames
Yeah.
when we were
Yeah.
playing for Edmonton.
Yeah.
And then there was a couple other guys who played ball hockey with us. Tyler Bauk was another one for Phoenix. And there was another guy who went to Boston, I think. But that was amazing. You're playing ball hockey with these guys, and next thing you know, they're drafted into the
They're drafted,
NHL.
yeah.
Mm.
It was an eye opener for us. We were so thrilled for them,
Yeah,
and to
Mhm.
say we played with them was outstanding.
great
Wow.
job.
So of course, this is we are celebrating the husband's like birthday. Last year was a Diamond Jubilee, just amazing, feeling all over the world. So how was your Diamond Jubilee? If I ask you one or two questions on it.
Mhm.
Yeah, like how was your experience for the
Yeah.
Diamond Jubilee?
I enjoyed this Jubilee, this celebration because my daughter,
Mhm.
she's now 7.5, so she was at an age where she could actually understand and
Mm.
retain some of her experiences. So
That's right.
to me, I think that was probably the biggest thing for me.
Yes, yes.
And probably in general is just the achievement
Yeah.
of being on the throne for that long.
Yes.
I think is something to recognize that not too many people get an opportunity to
Yeah.
do. So just my daughter's experiences and just the achievement itself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Rona? Oh, I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
I'm very similar to Ronald, just
Yeah.
enjoying the moment with my kids and my family. I had the opportunity to be in Lisbon as well,
yeah,
Oh,
which was
nice.
great. Again,
Mhm.
meet the global Jamaat,
yeah,
experience like what we had in Lisbon. You just can't.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't replicate that, and you never will.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's right, yeah.
Amis bhai.
Yeah, for me, well, I was asked to help out here at West Winds Khani
Mhm.
prior to Mola's arrival. So to actually be a part of helping setting up things and kind of watching things come to fruition.
Mhm.
And then, I was part of the Edmonton Jamaat, so I got
Nice.
with Mola on the last day.
Mhm.
So to be back with family and friends from Edmonton,
Mhm.
and then of course family and friends from Calgary, and being able to help out
Mhm.
in any way, which way, it didn't matter what it
Yeah.
was.
What-
There was, they would ask for help for something, there would be hundreds of people
Yeah.
running.
Volunteers
That's
were
Even
anywhere.
if it was to unload chairs, you would have
Yeah.
hundreds of people. So to see the community come together for such a special occasion,
Mhm.
and then seeing from an outside point, with the businesses I own, to see people who understood who the Aga Khan was.
Yeah.
That's
And
right.
to them come running to us and say, here, Aga Khan is coming to
Mhm.
Yes,
Calgary.
that's right.
Yeah.
It was shocking to see how many people knew
Yeah.
outside of the community.
Mhm.
about him,
Yeah.
and that made you feel very special.
Very special,
Very
yeah.
special.
Yeah, that's
So you
right.
know about your about your tournament or about your hockey team. So were you guys practicing every week? Like how was the schedule?
Well, not leading up to this particular league. It was a league playoffs and such. So, but what we were doing is playing pickup hockey. I think we slowed down a bit towards the end as playing weekly
Yeah.
games.
Yes,
That was
yeah.
our exercise. So we didn't do anything extra
Special.
on top of that.
Mhm.
But as Elman said, we've been playing for a long time. So it's more about chemistry and
Yeah.
just having trust in each other. And so that's what
That's
happened. The semi-final game that we played as well as the final.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So is this a gold medal? I mean, like of course now all of you have a
This
gold
is the
medal.
goal.
Yeah.
Ah,
That's-
where is yours?
I left it at home.
Guru Bana.
I was shining it, but I must have left it there on the counter.
Again, he's not used to winning these. He's a bit out of practice.
You got him, huh? Louis?
Bana Faisal's gonna laugh now.
Oh, Faisal, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow,
That's
this is
so-
great, guys.
Yeah, it's so great to have you all here
Yeah.
and.
Honor's
keep
ours.
it- Yeah, and keep it up, keep it
Thank
up,
you.
till whatever age you play. It doesn't matter if you can play, like you said, he was played when he's 50 years old, Jamil. And we wish you all the health and the wealth and you need all that for playing and energy and go for it and kids will be doing the same and
I
you'll
think you guys will be a good
graduate.
example
Yeah,
for your
yeah,
kids and of course our
Yeah.
kids, yeah. And
Yeah.
Absolutely.
yeah.
generation to come. I think the next Jubilee Games is coming soon.
Yeah.
The way it looks, yeah, I think it's gonna be awesome. I mean, same feeling. When Jamaat will be start again. Can't wait for it.
Yeah.
It'll be awesome. Yes.
The only thing I'll add is for Jubilee Games, make sure they have Masters divisions. They have, for the regionals, they have Masters.
Yeah.
Just one plug, Jamal and I also won the 2015 Masters soccer together.
Is
So
it right?
Wow.
3 years later, we're winning, in a league
Yeah.
playing ball hockey. So, Jamal, again,
Oh,
you're
that's
awesome.
awesome.
Thank you.
Nice, yeah.
Guys, thank you so much.
Thank
It
you
was
for
fun.
being
No,
here.
honor was ours. Thank you very much.
And
Appreciate
go
it.
Flames,
nice
go.
to have you.
Oh, absolutely go
Hey,
Flames.
yeah, so of course, talking about Flames, we got 2 more minutes. What do you say about this year?
Oh, they look tremendous.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
season, yeah.
I say that every year though, but I think this year I believe it more.
Yeah.
I think that we have good coaching staff, we have good chemistry.
Mm.
Our top line
It's
with,
playing awesome right now.
Those 3 guys, I think they're the best the Flames have had in a decade.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And our defense looks strong. And wow, who knows? I mean, the
Yeah.
sky's the limit.
So, yeah.
As long as we are where we are and Edmonton is where they are, it's always a good thing.
I mean, what do you say? Do you follow Flames?
I do. I'm a
Yeah.
huge Flames fan.
Oh, is that good?
And I
Okay.
think this year they're looking good. They have a lot more depth.
Yeah.
The defense is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They need to fix up their goaltending a bit,
Yeah.
but offensively, as we saw
They
today,
don't want me.
they can score 9 goals. So I think it's going to be a good season for them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I think Shanul is watching as well, and your family members are watching as well. So whatever you guys did, last question to all of you. So how important is the family support?
Yeah.
So we'll start with you, Ronan.
My situation might be a bit different because I live and breathe hockey, so it's like, oh, not again. Do we have to hear about hockey? So it's probably a different household than the Vera household.
Yeah.
But I'm actually quite proud to be playing. It's the company and the physical activity.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm 45.
Wow.
Proud to say I'm 45.
Yeah.
And
You all look
that's
really
that's for
great.
me.
Yeah.
But my family knows it's a big part of my life.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean,
And for me, my family support's been tremendous.
Tremendous.
Shano's been supporting me all throughout. Even before this, I coached the women's ball
Mhm.
hockey team as
Yeah.
well, and
Okay.
she was a big part of that.
Good.
okay.
And my kids were there, Shano was there, so it's great. It was tremendous to win this for them.
Awesome. Tommy's back.
Mine is different too. My wife, says to me, "I paid my dues. I used to be the only fan in the whole arena cheering you on." And then I said, "Now we're in the finals, and look at my age, and I don't know if we're gonna get there again." She says, "I've heard this from you before, so I paid my dues, so I'm staying home."
Yeah, yes,
I said,
Tito.
"Okay, that's fine." But my nieces, I do it for them. I take them to Hitman games and Flames games and try to show them that this
Yeah.
is what hockey is, and it gives us a chance to bond too.
Yeah.
So.
That's great. That's great.
Thank you guys.
Yeah,
Thank you,
families-
Thank you so much.
Ronel,
Thanks
Amin
for
Bhai,
having us out
and
here.
of course,
Thank you so
Tommy's
much.
back.
Oh, no,
Nice to
thank you.
talk to
Honor
you
was ours.
and again, congratulations,
Thank
and
you.
it's so
Thank you.
nice that you people are keeping it up.
We'll take
And
we'll take
keep
some
on
pictures.
doing that,
Sure.
keep on doing that, yeah, yeah.
Great, thank you.
Thank
Let's
you.
see,
Thank you
Oh, you have to bite, Guys, so we'll see you guys next week with our second edition of the Salaam, Namaste, Calgary and Coffee with Jalal. Next Tuesday, we're going to have Somali artists, as well as we're going to have special devotional evening next Tuesday at 8:30 to 10. A lot of singing from, you can say, from Salim Sulaiman and Rahat Fateh Ali Khan Saab. So we're going to have 3 local singers live here, live in studio. So we're going to have the blast next Tuesday at 8:30 to 10. Thank you again, guys. It was fun. And
Yeah.
next time, let us know before you start the tournament. Maybe we can, get you in before and
Yeah.
after as well. I think it'll be fun.
That'd be
Bring
awesome.
different,
Nice,
Yeah.
yeah.
For sure.
different team or more teams. We can bring it in. Yeah.
Sure. But so you're suggesting we have to repeat?
Yeah.
The pressure's already
Yeah.
on.
Pressure's
Thank
already
you.
on.
Yeah,
We're up for the
Expectations.
challenge.
Yes, yeah,
thank you.
that's right.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
So thank
you're
you, guys.
welcome.
So we'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much. Yaar, Khushali Mubarak to all of you. We'll see you next week.
Mubarak, and
Allah
see you
Hafiz,
next
Ya
week.
Limadan.
Ya Limadan.
Okay.
That's fun.
Yeah,
That was
good,
good.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, that one went off.